There's no way you can run anymore. That's right. What if the champion had to fight the division's longest winning streak? No more bullshit O'Malley title shots. No more Yair might get the shot against Volk. No, the man who deserves it gets it. The longest win streak in that division fights for the belt. We just stop what we're doing. Oh, what? Kai France is supposed to fight Pantoja? No, he's on a one-fight win streak. Let's give it to the next man up. Who has got the most fights in a row? That's what we're doing today. That's the video. What if the champion had to fight the longest win streak in that division? Evloev cannot be denied any longer. And we start with the flyweights. Like I just said, he's supposed to fight Kai France, who's only knocked out Urseg, and that's it. That's the one-fight win streak he's on. No. Who actually deserves it? Who is the most racked up wins at the moment? And you're not going to believe this because it feels like this guy just lost the other month. But man, that just shows how active our boy Joshua Van is, leading the charge with a 4-fight win streak. This might be the smallest win streak in this whole video when it comes to getting the title shot. Just 4 fights. He's tied with Andre Lima. I'm going to pick Josh Van because he's more important. And he's fighting Brandon Royval at the end of this month. He's the underdog. You might not think he's going to beat Royval, but I'm here to tell you what would happen if he actually fought Pantoja and he wins. You might not agree with that, but I do believe Josh Van wins. Way too fast and too elusive. His timing and his eyesight, he's got the best reflexes in that division, I believe. Maybe Manel Cap's up there with him. And he's got a granite takedown defense. He's 23, which I like, super active, and he's just like, there's no denying. If you watch Joshua Van, you know how good he is. And also, on the other side of things, Pantoja, 35. Been in a lot of wars now. The Urseg fight, a lot of damage. Royval hits him a lot. He's been in a lot of wars now, and I do think Joshua Van gets the nod if Pantoja had to defend his belt against the guy with the longest win streak, which actually happens to be Josh Van, which is crazy, because he lost in July. Last year in July. We're now in June and he's on a 4-fight win. Oh my God. Thank God Joshua Van's a man and alive and well and in the UFC because he is just non-stop fun. We move down to Bantamweight. Bantamweight, Merab reigns over and he's got the longest win streak. But what if Merab had to fight the man with the longest win streak in his division? Well, that would be none other than, yes, that's right, everyone's favorite Bantamweight. Oh, and I've gone back to Josh Van. Mario Batista. Yep, you've seen him in the thumbnail. Goat Tista. What if Merab had to fight Mario? Well, he beats him. He probably beats him, holds him against the fence. It'll be a fence-off to see who can hold against the fence a little bit more. Aldo's daddies going to war. Nah, sorry about that. I didn't mean it. But yeah, he's on a great win streak at the moment. 8 fights in a row. Just knocked off Patchy Mix. Great performance. Broke his significant strike record on Patchy Mix's face. Bitchart's face. But yeah, I pick Merab. You cannot deny what Merab's doing. Mario's 31 in his prime. Trains out of a great gym. It'd be a good fight. And maybe we do see this down the line as active as Merab's going to be. But I'd pick a Merab to beat Mario. But yeah, everyone's least favorite bantamweight's going at it. Gosh, who do you even root for in this one? Just... You root for the arena to collapse in on itself and just killing everyone there. That's what you root for. All right, moving on to featherweight, and you know who is on the longest win streak in featherweight because you're a hardcore fan who loves the sport. And we know, well, he's in the thumbnail, so that gives it away, but this guy's on the longest win streak. He cannot be denied no longer. Volk, you're fighting Evloev. You're fighting Evloev now. He's on the longest streak. I think 9? 3... 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't even know. 9, yeah, I think it's 9. Volk versus Evloev, real toughie. I'm going Volk though. Volk beats Evloev. Let's not be silly. You need finishing ability. You need something to worry about. I swear to God, if Evloev doesn't finish anyone on the road to his title and then KOs Volk, I'll fucking lose it. But why do I feel like that? That's just classic UFC. Mr. Non-finishable just KOs Volk with a flying knee in the second round. Remember I said that, flying knee, second round. Evloev. But, yeah, no denying Evloev his shot anymore. You now have to fight the longest win streak. Evloev gets his shot, he loses. Bitch. But yeah, close fights with Aljo, Arnold. I don't think Evloev's a 5-round fighter. I think he would slow down. We've seen him slow down many times before. And Volk's like a nightmare matchup for him. You need a bit of finishing ability, but watch him just get KO power out of nowhere. All right, moving on to the lightweights. Now, Islam Makhachev is still the reigning king until the horn goes, and you're not going to believe who's on the longest win streak at lightweight. Have a little think. Sarukian? No, he's on a 4-fight win streak. I know that gets you a title shot at flyweight, but there's real men up at lightweight. I thought it was Sarukian, but he lost to Gamrot. It's none other than everyone's favourite Scouser, Paddy the Baddy. Yeah, Paddy. It's Paddy. God, it's Paddy. He's on like 7. He's on he's on a 7-fight win streak. Hats off to him. Most of them are finishes. A lot of chokes. Good on the boy. What does he do against Islam though? I don't know. Probably doesn't win, does he? Yeah, I'm picking Islam. Picking Islam to dominate. Does he submit Paddy though? Probably not. Probably not. I actually reckon that one goes the distance. It's hard to see him knock out Paddy either. So yeah, there's a thought-provoking fight for you guys. I'm picking Islam. Yeah, the baddie, his train comes to a close, but he also doesn't beat Ilya or Charles, who could be the future lightweight champ in the upcoming weeks. Now, moving on to maybe the funnest matchup. Jack Della obviously reigns supreme up at welterweight, and I think you might know who's on the longest win streak when it comes to the welterweight division. Because he's undefeated and he hasn't lost, and he's finished nearly everyone that he takes on. It's Shavkat Rakhmonov. You think Jack Della's the scariest? Well, no, wait. You think Shavkat's scary? Well, Jack Della's the fucking scariest. And yeah, Shavkat versus JDM. Oh my God. What a blessing. Would just feed generations on generations and feed us. And also, one thing I love about this matchup, something to think about, if Jack beats Islam, he'd be 19-2. 19th fight win streak, and then who's next? 19-0 Shavkat. Marketed at this UFC. 19 win streak versus 19 win streak. A 38 fight win streak. Who wins? Oh my God, the movies, the scenes. Please be Islam. But yeah, I'm picking Jack. Picking Jack. Shavkat very hittable. Doesn't seem to be able to get people down as easy as Bilal does. Bilal ragdolled Wonder Boy and took his back and smushed him. I know Islam, I know Shavkat eventually got his back, but he didn't do what he did. Yeah, so I reckon this is a very hard fight. I don't think Shavkat can get people down to the ground as good as Bilal does, and I think he's very hittable. Jeff Neal landing good shots on him, rocking him in moments. He's got a great chin, does Shavkat. But it's just a different ball game when it comes to Jack Della. And we just seen him have a great cardio, great pace, and be able to shuck off takedowns of Bilal. So yeah, I'm picking Jack. Picking Jack to hand Shavkat his first O. But you might not agree with that. Let me know in the comments. Do you think any of these fighters actually beat the champs? Moving on to middleweight. Dricus du Plessis, mate. The middleweight champ. The man, the myth. Who has the longest win streak up at middleweight? That's right, most wins at middleweight. Well, it's none other than everyone's favourite, Fluffy Hernandez. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez versus Dricus du Plessis. Kills him. Dricus kills him, that is. Dricus kills him. I just don't know what Fluffy really does there. What? Single legs Dricus and gets him down and gasses him out? Don't lie. Don't. Oh, that's funny. Come on. Let's not play games, guys. Dricus dispatches of Fluffy very, very fast. Fluffy just too hurtable. Brendan Allen's got him backing up, wilting in pain. Michelle Pereira catching him, hurting him early. Roman Kopylov doing some good work. Shabazian even having him in some trouble. And Dricus just kills him. But 5 rounds, I'm not saying it's impossible. But it nearly is. No, it's not. But yeah, I'm going Dricus. Dricus wins. You know that. But yeah, what a fun video. You're welcome for this. And Magomed Ankalaev, the reigning light heavyweight champ, who is the longest win streak up at light heavyweight. I think you know about this if you think about it. Who's got the longest win streak at light heavyweight? Come on, you hardcore fan. Come on. It's Olberg. Of course it is. He's only lost his debut to Nuzuchukwu. He's on a run ever since. And then you look at the other lightweights. No one else is on a streak. No one's on a streak. But Olberg versus Ankalaev, an actual real intriguing matchup, something I've been wanting a lot. And I can't go against him. I can't go against my Oceania brother. Olberg wins. Yeah, 34. He's actually older than Ankalaev, which is insane. Hold on, let me just confirm that. Is he older than Ank? I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he's older than Ank alive. Even though he seems like the young dog coming up. Magomed's younger than him. Does he really win this one? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just, being biased. Magomed's really good. But I reckon Olbeg's got a great chance, man. He's got granite takedown defense. Super fast. And I know he never blows you away with his performances anymore. But that just seems to be the CKB way. I'm sure if they really pushed him, he'd shine out and show up. So yeah, and I reckon he KOs Yuri at UFC 321 anyway. All right, and moving on to heavyweight. We're nearly done, guys. You're welcome for this video. Please like and comment and subscribe. But Tom Aspinall, obviously the man when it comes to the big boys, the man, the myth. He isn't even on the longest win streak. Three. You know who's on the longest win streak at heavyweight? Think. This one's fucking stupid. This just epitomizes how god-awful heavyweight is. The man who is undeniable right now, the longest win streak at heavyweight, well, it's none other than Waldo Cortez Acosta. Yep, Salsa Boy doing his thing. He's actually on a 5-fight win streak. Pretty respectable to the guy, and that is the longest that you will find when you look at the welterweight. Yeah, Aspinall smokes him. But unironically, I think Wilder actually matches up pretty good against John Jones. It's hard to see John get him down over and over. And they're both two slow, sloppy guys on the feet. I reckon Wilder actually gives John problems. But Aspinall kills him in a minute. In a minute 30, minute 20, 50 seconds, 40, 30. Aspinall does what he wants, and that's the video. What if the champion had to fight the longest win streak in their division? Enough of this boring bullshit of Yair gets the shot because Evolev's boring. O'Malley gets a shot so we can make money. No, Evloev, you're too boring. Sit aside. Shavkat, it's time, brother. It's time. Paddy, it's time. Waldo, you're welcome for this video, brother. Otherwise, you would not get the shine. And Oldberg gets his shot too. You're welcome. You're welcome for this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. It only goes to 12 minutes, so that's not bad. Not bad. What if the champion had to fight the division's longest win streak? Came up with it all by myself. Didn't even use ChatGPT or anything. All right, see you, and hello, my mate.